invite those who wish to comment the board forward in the order that I received the slips. And the first is Mary Wygand.
My name is Mary Wygand, 5629 Colleen Lane, West Bend. So I am here about Policy 370. It came to my attention just today, thankfully, because as a Christian, I am joyful to be here to be salt and light for my Lord Jesus Christ, who I know some of you profess to follow as well. So the part of the policy, it's about co-curriculars, sports and things. The district shall not unlawfully discriminate in admission to or participation in any program or activity, standard, and rules of behavior, discipline actions, or facilities usage on the basis of the person's sex, sexual orientation, gender identity, blah, blah, blah. Now, these are new. This is new, okay? I know that this has passed the first reading. I couldn't find the minutes. All I could find was a recap. I don't know why. I don't know. The minutes just weren't easy for me to find if they're there. It didn't surprise me that this was here. I've been kind of looking for it. I know that the West Bend School District has a history of jumping on every liberal agenda item, getting on the bandwagon. But you don't have to do this. The cross policy for 411 is about education. It's not about co-curriculars. This will open up a can of worms. Now, we don't ask about any of these questions when somebody joins, like the French Club, right? But when you join sports, you do ask about that. So this is, actually it's reinforcing an idea that a boy can choose to be a girl or a girl can choose to be a boy. Now, I'm a nurse. I know that's not true. Jesus himself said in the beginning, God created them male and female. Male and female. Male and female, too, right? So it wasn't or. So it also will open up a can of worms about locker rooms down the road. So this is an opportunity to be compassionate and help any kids that might be gender confused, because there are kids who are gender confused. It happens mostly in middle school. Kids tend to outgrow it. But why would you, especially the ones who profess to be Christians, Kettlebrook, members and things like that, assist and reinforcing the idea that a child can make himself a different agenda? You're accountable. Do the right thing tonight. This could pass tonight if the majority vote for this. So take a stand. Do the right thing. Don't compromise. Christians follow Jesus. Do the right thing. Kids are confused at times, and the culture says that you can do this, but it's so unhealthy. There's so many studies that this is such an unhealthy thing. And when kids are confused, they need help. They need your compassion to walk through it. So I would challenge you to do the right thing. Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate your comments. This next is from Jody Geenan.
Hello, my name is Jody Geenan. I'm from 1511 Primrose Lane, West Bend, Wisconsin, and I'm a taxpayer. And I'm here to speak on three things. One, I am here to also speak on Policy 370, and I just, part of it is, this verbiage isn't in the state statute, so I don't know why we need to add it to our local statute for many of, the reasons that Mary Wygand said, but also common sense has us segregating male and female for bathrooms, showers, sports, things like that. So by adding this verbiage in there, it is opening up a can of worms for things that aren't common sense to start happening. And at least with the state statute, when it talks about sex, that part, it has like a subsection that you can go to that says except in certain circumstances. So it does allow for common sense in certain things. And the way the proposal, the way I was showing it, it does not allow for that. It's just, it doesn't. So anyway, so I would urge you to not go ahead with those changes to that policy. The second thing I would like to talk about is, should there be a virtual school? My first reaction is yes, make it a separate entity with a separate administration that is focused on making it successful, not like the charter school that was bound to the district and eliminated. And it could be different from virtual schooling that happens during a pandemic, because the teachers that are working with the students, you know, they should continue working with the students if there's a pandemic, but the virtual schooling itself, it should be a separate entity, I believe. And the third thing I wanted to talk about briefly is several people have brought to my attention what might be the new logo for the East High School. And normally, I would think, like, who cares? The logos are cute, whatever. But when it was brought to my attention, and after I looked at it 3 times to see if my eyes were playing tricks on me, I've showed it to several people. Everybody comes up with the same conclusion. And I know that the best interests are at heart for the people that are trying to change the logo, but it looks like the devil with the goat. Even in the description in the West Bend Daily News, they even talked about the goatee and everything. So I'm just wondering, I don't know if this is like going to be for sure the new logo, or if there's a process where people, the school, anybody gets to choose like from 3 or 4 different logos that could possibly be the new logo. I don't know if is one person or like 5 people just in charge of changing the logo. I do think we should take a second look, because if so many people are seeing that, there could be an issue after we go ahead and make all kinds of sweatshirts and everything with that logo on it. Thank you for your time.
Thank you for your comments.